That's wonderful. It's so good to see you for the first time. Probably some of you see me for the first time, so we're starting off even. My stories tonight will be different than most stories because they won't mean too much to people that understand what I'm talking about. I always like to begin by starting. My first story is about, I'm known to tell preacher stories and stuff like that. Well, it was a sister in one of those sanctified churches. She jumped up and screamed and shouted when she got that good feeling, and she started testifying. You've been one of those things where you tell all your sins and all that stuff, and tell what you've been doing and why you're not going to do it anymore. She was really talking. And so the Reverend, after he heard her confess all her sins, he walked over to his sister. I sure appreciate you being here tonight and help us without testifying. So I want to know from you, how has it helped you since you've been with us here at the church? She said, oh, Reverend, it's been better. He said, tell me. She said, it's been great, Reverend. I have more food, more shoes, more money, more dresses, more everything, Reverend. Reverend said, are you going to turn back? She said, hell no. I ain't going to turn back, good as this is. See, I'm known for sick stories, too. I tell them all. Don't make no difference. Tell them all, let them scratch them out. No, people like sick stories. Some of you here will laugh. I swear, watch. Listen, it's true. It was a fella in the iron lung, and he had a lot of money, and he only had one heir to the money, his nephew. His nephew came to the hospital, visited his uncle, knew he was going to leave him some money. And he looked down his uncle's iron lung and said, Uncle, is there anything I can do for you? His uncle said, yeah, take your foot off my air holes. That was the thing. And two little kids were playing in the basement, and one of them ran upstairs and said, Mother, Johnny's on fire down in the basement. She said, well, get the marshmallows and come on. Now, these are sick stories. Somebody likes them somewhere. Me, I want property. I don't care what it's about. I don't want 40 acres and a mule. I'll take the 40 acres. That's what I love, property. I own property in Watts, California. You talk about bad housing, I own it. I own 19 houses in Watts, California. If a nuclear warhead exploded on my property, I'd lose over $415. And when they had the riot in Watts, it broke my heart to see my people running through the streets, screaming and yelling and ducking those Negroes. No, it's a big difference between black people and Negroes. See, Negroes are holding black people back. A Negro tried to stick me up in Baltimore. Jumped out the alley. Gonna stick me up, didn't have a gun, a pipe, or a brick. Just knew karate. Jumped out the alley, said, stick up, I got a black belt. I said, well, they're gonna need it to lower you in the ground if you mess with this one. No, when the riots were going on, I was happening to be right in the spot where it started. I was standing in front of a jewelry store when a hammer went through the window. Just laying there, wasn't no finger in it. But you know, I was shocked. I was shocked during the riot. I was so shocked, I fell out of a store window. That's when I found out you need someone else at the other end of a 10-foot console with a refrigerator on it. Well, I've written a piece of material I'd like to do for you now. Whoever who's causing all the trouble in the world, I don't know if it's one individual or a group, Klan or whoever it is, but I like to wish whoever it is a 5-car accident with no survivors. A slow ambulance with 4 flat tires and no spare. A junkie doctor with a $200 a day habit with a gorilla on his back and a rusty scalpel in his hand as he's operating on whoever's causing all this trouble, and a fire truck that's burning down, and a hospital is burning down on top of the operating table, and frozen fire hydrants from where it started to where it is. I just get filled up when I don't hate nothing but hate and midgets. I can't stand a midget. You get mad with a midget, you can't even cut him. You got to stab him in the top of the head. Thank you very much. I'd like to leave. I don't know if I left you fellas with that philosophy once, but I want to tell you this again, fellas. Marry an ugly woman when you decide to get married. And when she leaves you, you'll be happy. Awfully happy. My last wife was so ugly, I laughed all the way to the cab with her bag. I mean ugly. If she had stood on her head, her hair wouldn't touch the floor. Only woman living could eat a banana sideways. She smile and get lipstick on both ears. I said, Mike, just laugh right out freely, you know what I mean? Don't choke. Help me go over. Would you rather see me here or in a dark alley with a lead pipe waiting on one of y'all? Make up your mind. I can go either way. I smoke a lot when I perform. You know, I guess some of you here quit smoking because you didn't want cancer. A friend of mine quit smoking, didn't want cancer, got killed by a tobacco truck. A lot of things worse than cancer. A 6'6" black nationalist in an alley with a hatchet mad at you is worse than cancer. I'd rather be in the hospital with a spot on my lung eating Jell-O. It was terrific. I was out in the hospital today, saw some girls I haven't seen in 9 months. Be surprised where everybody was. Okay. Let's see what I can do in 1 minute. No, it'll take 2 minutes for oatmeal. Well, I might as well sing something. You know, I'm a great composer. I would play, but because of the accident, I won't be able to play. You'd laugh? You'd laugh at a war veteran? Yes, war veteran and hero. Heroes are not born, they're cornered. I was a hero. Who do you think they named the foxhole after? Agnew? You ever hear of a soldier laying in a Spiro hole? I was there. I fought with all of them, and all of them whipped me. Got to shake it up now. You're a fine audience. May I say that as I leave? Which way this time? Backwards? Thank you so much for being nice.